I'm going to show you guys how to do an elbow hyperextension tape job if somebody was to hyperextend their elbow. And what we're going to need is a roll of Elasticon, a roll of stretch tape, a roll of 1.5 inch tape, and a pair of scissors. What I'm going to start off by doing is taking this stretch tape, and I'm going to create some anchors, one kind of right in the middle of their bicep. And again, I'm just going to go around, once or twice just to create an anchor, and then I'm going to do the same thing around their forearm. So I don't want this to be super high or super low. I want it to kind of be halfway between their shoulder and elbow, and I want this one to be about halfway between their elbow and wrist. If these are too close together this way, it doesn't really become an effective tape job. Then I'm going to go ahead and take my Elasticon, and I'm going to have them in a little bit of a flexed position. And I'm going to take this and kind of measure about the length from anchor to anchor. And I'm going to cut 3 pieces of Elasticon that length. The first piece of Elasticon, I'm going to go straight across from anchor to anchor. And I want to have this little gap in between above the elbow right there. So I'm going to go straight across. These other 2 strips, I'm going to basically create an X that goes across the elbow. So I'm going to come from my side on this part of the forearm and go to that side of the bicep. And I want where the Elasticon pieces to cross to be directly over the elbow itself. Then my other piece of Elasticon is just going to be the other piece of that X. And again, where all of these pieces of Elasticon kind of cross each other should be right where the top of the elbow is. Once I get all those pieces on, I'm going to get my stretch tape again, and I'm going to cover down, basically cover these ends and these anchors a little bit. So I'm going to go around a couple times. And then what I like to do is just keep it going and follow one of these X's down across to the forearm and just go around this a couple times as well. And then the last step, since this stretch tape kind of peels a little bit easier, I'm going to take a strip or 2 of this 1.5 inch tape and basically just do 1 or 2 anchors to kind of get it tied down a little bit more securely. So this is going to prevent them from getting into full extension while giving them a little bit of stretch and want to pull their elbow back into flexion to help prevent that hyperextension from hurting them any further.